The film is called Doki Doki, and it follows a group of suburban train commuters who take the same Tokyo train every single day for years, maybe thousands of days. And they always stand right next to each other, but they never talk to each other, and they never really get to know each other. And then one day things change. I went to UCLA Film School, and I was really sort of disillusioned with LA and film school in general. So I took a year off. I went backpacking around India and Asia, and I met a lot of really cool Japanese travelers. I visited them at the end of the year, and when I went back to make my thesis film at UCLA, I figured I had more friends in Japan by that point than LA, so I went back there. And they had actually told me stories about waiting for trains, and one of their uncles had actually been married by finally speaking up to someone who he had ridden with for years, was never talking to them.
電車通勤や通学をする中で気づいてみると、いつも同じ人たちと同じ時間に同じ場所で同じ電車を待っていることがよくある。ここでいつも同じ顔ぶれの人たちが毎日このひとときを共有している。お互い誰でどんな生活をしてどんな夢や不安や情熱を持っているのか決して知ることもなく、来る日も来る日も朝7時28分の上り電車を一緒に待っている。
It's long for a short. It really fell in no man's land. Like, short should be under 15 minutes or they should be a feature, and mine was 35 minutes, so that's difficult. Had a lot of characters. It was shot on trains. It was shot guerrilla style. Yeah, a lot of uncontrollable spaces. So yeah, it seemed difficult, but it was the best experience I've ever had making a film. I just kept editing it for about 6 months, and it won the top award at UCLA. So they have a little industry screening, and they show it to, people from the studios who come, and agents and stuff like that. It played on a local PBS show that is supposed to be geared toward sort of showing the student filmmakers from Southern California. But it sort of became like a little bit of a cult thing in LA, especially among young people. And then I submitted it to national PBS, and it was on the series called Independent Lens, which is mostly documentaries, but they play 2 or 3 fiction a year. And it was really cool. Susan Sarandon came out and introduced the film beforehand, and I couldn't believe it. I felt like I'd won the lottery, It was crazy.
Our second drama, Doki Doki, transports us to a Tokyo train station where simply saying fine seems downright talkative. It's a world of strangers until one day a dreamy young woman starts stalking her fellow commuters. Writer and director Chris Eska shows us a modern Japan where it's easy to feel lost in translation, even in your own country.
Well, you have to keep in mind the film is black and white, subtitled, shot in Japan, and it's very bittersweet. So all these things excited some studio people, and I took a lot of meetings and stuff, but the things they were trying to get me interested in making, because my film had romance and because it was very emotional and had a lot of music, they kind of wanted me to do a lot of romantic comedy stuff that I'm not really into. And I figured I can't make the films I want to make under the studio system. They don't want to make them, so I might as well come back and make it with people that I know and who are excited about what I'm trying to do. The new film is called August Evening, and since I'm new in town, I just want to find people who are like-minded, who feel like the emotions in this film, the way I think of it is that they aren't usually something that we see in a lot of the Hollywood films, films in general, and they're things that I experience in my life, and the people I talk to, I think they feel. So I'm looking for people who might be interested in crewing or acting, really any capacity, just the community to get interested in the film. And so, yeah, I'm excited about coming back to Austin and making films here.